I've presented a lot of seminars to woodworkers about hand planes. I've talked to hundreds of guys about how to set up and use their hand planes. I want to talk about a serious issue that always comes up and has affected woodworkers for generations. And this condition can cause such things as redness in the face, stuttering, shock, wide eyes, and loss of speech or sudden outbursts. And sometimes it causes muscle spasms that can cause an arm to go up like this. It seems to affect us older folks the most. So what is it that causes us so much angst? It's how I store my hand plane on top of my bench. Now, in all seriousness, I've had grown men almost come out of their chairs when I set my hand plane down like this with the iron down. It usually originates from someone that's been through a trade school or a woodworking program, and the conversation starts like this. I was always taught, or when I was in school, and then they proceed to tell me that you should always put your hand plane down with the iron to the side, or you should put your hand plane down on the side like this. Now, the theory is that it helps protect the blade from getting nicked and damaged. Now, for me, the most natural position for a hand plane for my hand is the vertical position. So when I reach for a hand plane, I just reach for it in its natural position and I can get to work. Now, the question then comes up, well, aren't you going to damage the blade by setting it on your bench like that? Let's use some common sense here. Before I set my plane down, I do a visual check to make sure there's nothing on my bench that could cause damage to the blade. No screws, no nails, no staples, anything like that. So I can set it down and not have to worry about damaging the blade. Now, if you've already got some shavings generated, obviously you can create a nice little fluffy bed for your plane, set it down on the shavings, and you're perfectly fine. Another option, you can get something like a pencil or a scrap of wood and set your plane down so the nose is on the pencil. In any case, it's just a matter of common sense to look at your workbench before you set your plane down to make sure there's nothing there that can cause some damage. And then you can just pick your plane up and get right back to work.